Hello, everyone. I had a great thread just the other day on here that was asking me about how I use the Fujitsu ScanSnap IX1500 in order to scan cards into the Quicklist software from TCGPlayer. And there were lots of concerns, like how do we get it set up? Does it damage the cards, etc. So I was about to sit down and do some cards, and I was like, let me do a quick recording just so that I can share everybody what's going on. I just opened a box of Call Time, so let's go ahead and take just the foils out of that set because, might as well go for the things that are most going to show damage if they're there, and let's go ahead and scan those in. Now, as I've previously said, and I'll repeat later, I've had the best success with recognition in Quicklist when I am scanning and telling it what set I'm working in, so that its recognition rates go way up and there's way less errors to work through. So let me show you these cards though. Here, as you can see, box fresh foils from a box of Call Time. All of these in mint condition. No notable marks, no notable edge wear. Pay particular attention to the bottom edge of the card, because if anything is going to get damaged in this process, that's it. Right? Okay. Snowland. And these are just the foils I got out of my box. Nothing more. No filtering. I left the mythic in. So I have some significant amount of faith in what's about to happen. Okay. Nice clean card. Back. And here as well. On the back. Okay, so we have a nice clean set of cards that we're going to work with here. And they're all good. The other thing I should show you, because it matters to one of the questions that came up, is as you can see, these cards all stack relatively flat right now. No significant amount of curve to them. All right, so with that, let's transition to seeing quickly. All right, so here we are. We're in Quicklist. And how we get this set up is that when we're in Quicklist, we can come over here, go to Settings. The input source has two options. A webcam, which is how most people scan into Quicklist, and then the ScanSnap IX1500, or IX500. The 1500 is the new generation of the same scanner. And it completely works, as you're about to see, for integrating with this. Now, I have, in this case, set compression to lowest and the quality to best. Now, as we will see here in a moment, because I'll give you a demo at the end, best is not actually the best, which is a little bit confusing. Excellent is the best. But this, I have chosen best for a mix of scan speed versus scan quality. So set to lowest compression, and we're ready to go here. The other things I have done is I've disabled sound and given only a half a second for identification, which has not cost me any particular trouble, but you can certainly up this time if you want to give the algorithm some more time to be able to figure it out. Other than that, these are the normal settings. The sound was disabled just because I didn't need to hear beep, 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 beep every single time it scanned a card, as you're about to see. All right, so now that I've done that, we're going to come over here. We're going to take these cards and we're just going to drop them down into the sheet feeder of the scanner. And then we're going to come over here and simply click Start Scanning. And at this point, you'll see right behind my head, the software kicks in for the ScanSnap, and it starts scanning both the front and back of all the cards. And then in just a few seconds, as you can see, it has ripped through those cards. Now, I didn't give it, I just did that, but I told it the wrong set. I didn't actually give it the hint here that I was working on call time. And so I have 2 cards out of that set of what it believes at the current time is 7 cards, not 7 cards. We'll get to that in a moment, that it didn't perfectly identify. Okay. The first is this Fujitsu Retribution. It's marked with a yellow point. As is always true with Quicklist, you cannot save until you settle these yellow points, by the way. So in case you're ever trying to save and you're like, I can't, it's because something on your long list of cards is failed to perfectly identify. So this is a Fujitsu Retribution. It's right. It's confused about whether or not that's a pre-release or not. We're going to just tell it, no, this is the normal version. And that settles that. And then this Burning Rune Demon that was at the very start of my stack. Okay, here. It's again confused. And I'll tell it that this is not the extended art. It is not the pre-release, but it is the call time version. That done, I have 7 identified cards. Now, this point, when I first got this, I freaked out because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm like, where are my other 5 cards? There were 12 cards in this stack. And the answer is that whenever you're scanning, the ScanSnap only makes it about halfway-ish through its cycle before it just stops processing. Now, the good news is it's not lost. All you have to do is click start scanning again with nothing in the printer, and all of a sudden it will go, or in the scanner, and all of a sudden it will go through and rip through, and you can either click quit here or click finish on the scanner, either one, and you will now have all of your cards. It says that there are 11 cards. Let me make sure I didn't count that wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Now, what didn't it get? Got my Burning Rune. It got my Sarulf. Freya's. The Tuskegee Firewalker. The Run Ashore. The Snow-Covered Swamp. Interesting. So then it jumps straight to Vengeful Reaper. So what probably happened here is a double pull where it missed this card. And so this is where you have to pay a little bit of attention to what's going on. And so let's go ahead and feed that card back through one more time just to get it picked up. Ripping through. And interesting. Fearless Liberator still not showing up. You can tell I didn't do this demo beforehand, huh? All right. One last try, and then I think we might have a card that's not scannable. There we go. It got it. All right. Make sure the queue is empty. Go through here. We're good. All right. So we've ripped through this, and we have cards. Now, let's also quickly jump back and take a look at these cards again. So even Fearless Liberator, which I just ran 3 different times through, right? The shine is unaffected. Back is unaffected. Card stack is good. So we haven't put a bend on the cards. We haven't done anything else. And we have gotten a nice list of cards dumped out for us here to be able to use. At this point, you can upload this as a list into TCGPlayer, bring it into your inventory, and so on. So pretty solid experience, in my opinion. I've told other people I can do about 1,000 cards an hour at this, correcting the errors and everything, doing that whole process, and still wind up with good solid inventory runs. And I find that a reasonable rate and certainly better than I ever got on a webcam. So I hope this was useful to you. If it is, just let me know. Thank you, folks.